Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and it's going to be a face shave today. My dad flies in from Scotland this afternoon, so I'm heading up to Perth. I'm going to work all day in Perth and then pick him up from the airport straight after work, or while I'm up there. I'm going to use the same soap that I used on my last head shave, which is Wriggly Tin Goat's Milk Shaving Soap Vanilla Patchouli, and this stuff smells great. It's got a very sort of chocolatey note to it. You can really smell the creaminess of it. It's a really nice scent, performed very well on my head. And let's just see how it goes on the face. The brush for today is the Wolf Whiskers, as you can see, with the 24mm Black Wolf bulb knot, and I'm just going to go straight into the dry tub, load up, and then we'll face lather and we'll go from there. Now this made a superb lather on my head. It was a bowl lather, but it was really good. So hopefully I can get the same results with a face lather. Let's see, the only real downside to this soap is it comes just wrapped up in a piece of paper, and that's it. Very similar to fine accoutrements. Right, so there we go. I don't even think that was a 30-second load. It might have been 30 seconds, I'm not sure. Trying to move into slightly warmer scents at the moment because it is getting cooler here, but not super cool enough. Scent strength on this is probably 4.5, 5 out of 10 out of the tin. And then once you actually get some water on it and start lathering it, once again it's starting to explode the scent. It's probably up sort of around a 5.5, 6 now, which is great. Getting up near the sort of scent strength that I enjoy. Just dip the tips in. It can take quite a bit of water, this soap, which is good. I'm miles behind on my YouTube viewing. I normally try and watch everyone as it comes out, but now I'm miles behind. I'm going to have to do a bit of catch up. I like to keep up with people's videos and see what's happening. Well, these South African artisans, this soap actually comes from South Africa, sent to me by Mohammed Pia, who's the owner of River Valley Trading. But the artisans over there are making some excellent soaps. That lather's superb, the brush is caked. Right, the razor for today is the Timeless 0.95 open comb scalloped cap. You can see the open comb there. 85mm knurled handle. Beautiful, beautiful razors. Very mild feeling, but very, very efficient. Right, here we go. Oh, I've got a brand new Perma Sharp blade in this one today. Brand spanking new. As you can see, with the open comb, it does leave quite a bit of soap behind. Excuse me, so you can actually go back and touch some bits up if you have to, if you want to. very luxurious soap. It's such a thick lather. I sent a message off for from Patchouli that sent me the blades over to a second kind of cool who did his giveaway, his first giveaway when he hit 50 subscribers, which is great. As I sort of feel his pain as well, because it costs a fortune when you start sending all these things out. But it's worth it. You get a sort of good satisfaction out of sending stuff to people. Just to get in touch with Tony, which he did. Tony won the giveaway, so good on him. I would have loved to win that myself. It's a lovely little razor. Right, first pass down. Ooh, got a cut right on the tip of my finger from yesterday. I was cutting some vegetables and just touched the blade. All my knives are as sharp as my razor blades. Super sharp. And it held no prisoners, it just sliced me open. Well, that was a good splash of water. The residual slickness is really good. I mean, once again, it's not a scent. If I picked it up, it's not something I would personally pick. I'm glad I've got it, it's lovely, but it's not something I would pick up and go, oh, I love that, I want to get it. But the soap, now that I've used it, I would buy the soap over and over again. It's tremendous quality. And that probably needs just a touch of water. There we go, that's better. Just needed just a couple of small dips in the sink. It's a very, very nice feeling soap. That's the second lather there, look at that, superb. Right, across the grain with the Timeless. That's the daughter away at school, lovely jubbly, just got the boys to get rid of now and then off to work. This razor is just superb. I know I've said it several times. Didn't give me the best of shaves when I took off the goatee beard. The goatee, it just didn't, I think personally, in my mind, because I had quite a bit of thick stubble on there. But I felt I had to lean a little bit, and I think I probably just pressed too hard on my skin. This razor requires no pressure at all, just put it on your face and just pull it along. Perma Sharp blades, very smooth, very comfortable. It's just ploughing through the hair. Yeah, don't have to test the residue slickness again because I can feel it, it feels great. Onto the third lather. Once you get this far along in the shave, onto your sort of third and a fourth lather if you do one like I do, you don't need it that thick, but this is still going on really thick, but I'm just going to dip the tips. It's not very many soaps that I can do this with because it just seems to, if you put too much water in later on in the shave, it dissipates from the brush and doesn't go on your face, but this just keeps building. Look at it. Artisan and all, it's very impressive. It really is. It smells good. It does have a sort of creamy scent to it. I don't mean creamy as in like a creamy soap, I mean like an actual double cream, like a cream from or a milk you sort of said, it obviously from the milk, but it smells great. I am definitely very happy with these Perma Sharp blades. That's just really close. But nothing. I don't need a fourth pass. That was my alarm going off now, so that's cut me off. Brilliant. Right, let's get rinsed off. Now the brush is just thick lather. I'm having to really squeeze it out. Really impressed. I obviously don't need a load like that. I've obviously loaded that brush way too much, but I sort of look at my shaving now of, well, you can't really overload your brush. It's better to have too much than too little. There's nothing worse than getting halfway through a shave and realising you have to revisit the soap because you haven't got enough in there. Yeah, look at that. What a shave. Really enjoyed that. Really nice shave. Right, let's move on to Thea's Lavender. Bit of an odd combination there. I'm going with a soothing lavender and then finishing off with the Nivea Too Faced. sort of strange using a dairy based soap, because I live a lifestyle where I have no dairy in my diet at all. I don't eat dairy, period. Don't have it. Any dairy, cheese, milk, yogurt, anything at all. Nivea Too Faced. In fact, I'll let that sit for a second while I go through what I use. So the soap was the Wriggly Tin Goat's Milk Shaving Soap, Vanilla Patchouli scent. Really nice. I've got this in a Sistema tub, which is great. It's an actual airtight tub, so once your soap's dry and you clip that lid on, you're not letting any air in there. So it comes actually in a puck, similar size to that sort of size, similar to fine accoutrements. And all I've done is just popped it into the Sistema tub, just to store it really, because I find those little pucks a bit of a pain. And it's a shame when you've got, especially like this soap performs better in my opinion than my fine snakebite. I haven't tried any other fine soap, so the snakebite's a bit of a contentious one, because menthol does affect soap quite a bit as well. It's not just a little bit, it does affect it quite a lot. And all I did was grate it, as you can see all the sort of grated soap in there, and then popped it right in the tub. So I've just rinsed that off. Smells great, and then all I do is leave that to the side, upside down, for all the excess water to drip out and evaporate, and then I put the lid back on and it's done and dusted. The brush was a Wolf Whiskers, Odyssey shaped handle, blueberry pie colours, with a 24mm black wolf knot, 53 to 55mm loft on this one. Really nice. The razor was a Timeless open comb with a brand new Perma Sharp. It really worked very well, very smooth, extremely efficient but very mild razor. Then it was the Thayer's Lavender. And I'm just going to finish off now with some Nivea Too Faced. So, good splash of this, love this stuff. And I'm getting very little burn, because I had a very good shave, and that's extremely close for me. Right, that is me done and dusted, and I might do a head shave right now. What time is it? 8:05. Nah, I'll probably give it a miss. Or will I? Oh, I might do it, who knows, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I shall leave you guys to it. If you haven't subscribed yet, click this subscription button down this side, I think. I hope it's this side, I hope Stephen's not taking the piss out of me. Down this side. And you guys have a great day, so stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.